For centuries, historians, archaeologists, and tourists have been captivated by the Pyramids of Giza, which are among the most iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. Constructed more than 4,500 years ago as colossal tombs for pharaohs, these architectural wonders demonstrate the skill, organization, and inventiveness of their creators. Many details about their creation, function, and cultural significance are still unknown despite in-depth research. In this video, we will reveal some secrets behind the Great Pyramids of Giza. Number 8. Skilled workforce. The Pyramids of Giza were built by hand and were an incredible achievement that needed a large and skilled labor force. Archaeological evidence indicates that the workers behind these monumental structures were not slaves, as has long been believed, but rather a well-organized group of laborers who received payment for their labor. The laborers lived in decent housing, had access to healthcare, and were fed an abundance of food, including bread, meat, and beer, according to excavations of their villages near the pyramids. This suggests that the workforce was probably made up of seasonal laborers who were brought in from different parts of Egypt, particularly when the Nile flooded and agricultural production decreased. This workforce is structured like a highly developed administrative system, with laborers, skilled artisans, and support personnel collaborating to complete the enormous task of building pyramids. This group endeavor demonstrated the social cohesiveness of ancient Egyptian society in addition to the pharaoh's authority. Number 7. Construction techniques. The building methods used to construct the pyramids continue to captivate and spark discussion among historians and archaeologists. Several theories have emerged based on experimental archaeology and archaeological findings, but the specific methods used are still unclear. According to a widely accepted theory, sledges were used to move the enormous blocks of granite and limestone from the quarry to the building site. To lessen friction and facilitate the moving of these large, heavy stones, workers most likely poured water on the sand in front of the sledges. Ramps were essential to this process. Some researchers speculate that as construction advanced, workers were able to move stones up to the higher levels by means of straight or zigzagging ramps built alongside the pyramids. Furthermore, according to the internal ramp theory, a spiral ramp was built inside the pyramid to facilitate the efficient transportation of materials without the need for substantial external scaffolding. The recent finding of hidden chambers and voids inside the pyramids has raised more concerns about building methods and may have required the builders to use creative engineering solutions to handle the enormous weight and structural integrity of these historic structures. Number 6. Material transport. The cleverness of ancient Egyptian engineering is demonstrated by the amazing logistical feat of moving materials needed to build the pyramids. The main building materials, which were obtained from nearby and farther off quarries, were basalt, granite, and limestone. For example, the Great Pyramid's outer limestone layer came from Tura, which is located across the Nile, and the inner chamber's granite came from Aswan, which is located more than 800 kilometers away. The ancient Egyptians used the Nile River as a main transportation route to make it easier to move these heavy stones. The stones were probably moved downstream by large wooden boats, and once they arrived at the building site, they were moved closer to the pyramids using a system of canals and waterways. In addition to requiring meticulous planning and organization, this intricate transportation system shows how well the Egyptians understood their surroundings and the resources at their disposal. The ancient Egyptian state's organizational prowess is demonstrated by its capacity to mobilize such enormous amounts of materials over long distances. Number 5. Architectural precision. The Giza Pyramid's exquisite architectural design is evidence of the sophisticated knowledge and expertise of the ancient Egyptian builders and architects. For more than 3,800 years, the Great Pyramid, which was constructed for Pharaoh Khufu, was the highest man-made building in the world, measuring 146.6 meters at its peak. Its base is roughly 13 acres in size and is remarkably accurately aligned to the cardinal points of the north, south, east, and west. The pyramid's sides are orientated within a mere fraction of a degree of true north due to the extreme precision with which this alignment was accomplished. The pyramid's interior design, which includes an intricate network of chambers, passageways, and shafts, is equally remarkable. The entire Granite King's chamber is especially noteworthy for its corbelled ceiling, which was intended to disperse the weight of the stone above it. The pyramid's intricate understanding of geometry and engineering is suggested by the use of sophisticated mathematical concepts like the golden ratio in their design. These buildings' remarkable stability and grandeur provide as a permanent reminder of the innovative architecture of the ancient Egyptians. Number 4. Hidden chambers. New technological developments have revealed fascinating information about secret chambers in the Giza pyramids, especially the Great Pyramid. A team of researchers discovered a previously undiscovered void inside the pyramid in 2017 using muon tomography, an imaging method that detects cosmic particles. The void measured about 30 meters in length. The significance of these hidden areas has been the subject of curiosity and conjecture following this discovery. According to some researchers, these voids might have been used as extra burial chambers or places to store the pharaoh's valuables during construction, or they might have been used to help distribute weight. The discovery of these hidden chambers begs significant queries concerning the building methods used in the pyramid's architectural layout. Researchers hope to learn more about the building techniques and cultural significance of these ancient structures as they continue to use non-invasive methods to explore these voids. This could lead to the discovery of previously undiscovered facets of ancient Egyptian beliefs and practices. Number 3. Water utilization theory. According to the water utilization theory, it's possible that the ancient Egyptians used water's power to help build the pyramids. According to recent research, the pyramids were constructed next to the Aramat, an old Nile River branch that has since dried up. This canal would have been an essential way to move the large stone blocks that were needed for building. Scholars have also looked into the idea that the Egyptians built artificial canals and waterways using shadows, which are basic devices that lift water so that building materials could be transported straight to the construction site. Heavy stone moving overland would have required a great deal less labor and time if this creative solution had been used. It would have also been simpler to move these blocks if water had been used to lubricate the sand in front of sledges, as was previously mentioned. Although there is still much to learn and discuss about this theory, it does demonstrate the ancient Egyptians' resourcefulness and inventiveness in overcoming the difficulties associated with building the pyramids. Number 2. Cultural significance. The Giza pyramids were the enormous tombs of the pharaohs and symbols of the social mores and religious beliefs of ancient Egypt, making them of immense cultural and historical significance. The idea that the pharaohs would enter the afterlife safely was one of the central tenets of ancient Egyptian belief. The pyramids were constructed as a component of elaborate burial structures. Constructed to pay tribute and grant immortality to these kings, the Great Pyramid, along with the pyramids of Chafar and Menkaure, represented their heavenly standing and connection to the gods. Massive labor and material mobilizations were needed to build these enormous structures, which show off the power of the pharaohs and the state. The pyramids' function as the focal point of religious rites and ceremonies contributed to the significance of preserving the pharaoh's legacy and the belief in an afterlife. The Giza pyramids have had a profound influence on history, culture, and architecture. They stand as a testament to the height of ancient Egyptian civilization. People all over the world are still in awe of them. Number 1. Ongoing research and discoveries. The Giza pyramids are more than just historical artifacts. Continuous study and investigation are devoted to uncovering their mysteries. Technological innovations like 3D scanning, ground-penetrating radar, and muon tomography have made it possible for researchers to study the pyramids without causing any harm, and this has resulted in some fascinating new findings. For example, the discovery of concealed chambers and voids has led to new lines of investigation into the building methods and objectives of these old buildings. To obtain a more complete picture of the social and economic environment in which the pyramids were constructed, archaeologists are also investigating the neighboring areas, which include workers' villages and burial grounds. Researchers aim to solve the complex puzzle of how these monumental structures were built and what they reveal about the beliefs and practices of the ancient Egyptians as they continue to examine artifacts, inscriptions, and architectural features. The ongoing discoveries add to the larger story of human history and accomplishment in addition to improving our understanding of the pyramids. These points highlight the complexity and mystery surrounding the construction and significance of the Pyramids of Giza. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.